Good morning everyone. Welcome back to Maths Online class. Students, today we are going to learn about the derivation of formulae used to find the area of a rectangle and a square. So let's begin with the shape rectangle. Now this is a 7 by 3 rectangle everyone. If you are able to recall properly, then in the previous chapter, how many squares we found the area by first drawing unit squares within the region of the figure, and then we counted the unit squares to find its area. So let's do the same here. So this is how I have drawn the unit square within this rectangle. How am I going to find the area? By counting each unit square. Unit square means a square whose each side is of 1 centimeter, like this. Clear everybody? Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Remember, the area of this rectangle came as 21 square centimeter by counting the unit squares. Now, this is a small rectangle. Fine. So, counting the squares wasn't really very time consuming. But if I asked you to find the area of a larger rectangular field, will it be feasible to draw the unit squares there and then count each unit square to find its area? It will be really very difficult and time consuming process. So beta, that's why we felt the need of finding a formula which is easier and less time consuming. So let's learn how this formula actually originated. So students, just tell me how many unit squares are there along the length of this rectangle. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 unit squares along the length of this rectangle. And how many unit squares are there along its breadth? There are 3. Along the length there are 7 and along the breadth there are 3. Now to find the unit squares, total number of unit squares, we know in one row there are 7 unit squares. So in 3 rows there will be more or less? More. And when we expect the answer in more, what do? We multiply. What do? We multiply. Now 7 threes are, that is equal to 21. And do you remember? We got the same answer when we counted each of these unit squares. So this is the formula to find the area of a rectangle. Now 7 is what? 7 centimeter is the length of this rectangle and 3 centimeter is the breadth of this rectangle. Clear? So our answer comes as 21 square centimeter. I hope this is clear to everybody how we derived this formula. Now what is this everyone? This is a square. In a square, all the 4 sides are equal. Fine. So length will be equal to the breadth. Clear everybody? How did we find the area in the chapter how many squares? By drawing unit squares first of all. And then we counted the unit squares. So I have drawn the unit squares. Let's count the unit squares now to find its area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember students, the area came as 9 square centimeter. Now let's see how we can do it quickly. How many squares are there along this side? There are 3 squares. And how many such rows do we have of 3 squares? We have got 3 rows. If in one row we have 3, in 3 rows we'll have more, and when we expect the answer in more, we multiply. So 3 times 3 gives us 9 square centimeter. So this is the length of the side of a square. So side into side gives us what, children? It gives us the area of a square. Children, now we will learn about derivation of formulae used to find the perimeter of a square and a rectangle. Just observe this, everybody. This shape is what? It is a square. And in a square, all the 4 sides are equal. And if I tell you that this particular side measures 5 meters, so this would also be 5 meters, this would also be 5 meters, and this will also be 5 meters. So how do we find the perimeter of a shape? I told you previously that perimeter of a shape is equal to sum of all the sides. Isn't it? So what would you do? You'll write 5 meters plus 5 meters plus 5 meters plus 5 meters. So what do you observe, my dear children? That the same length 5 meters is being added how many times? 4 times. So the same number is added 4 times repeatedly. So when we add the same number repeatedly, can I write it as 4 times 5 meters? What does it mean? 4 multiplied by 5 meters. And 5 meters is what, my dear children? It is actually the side of the square. So can I write 4 into S? This is how the formula of finding the perimeter of a square originated. Now, the side of the square is required to be added 4 times. So straight away, what do? 4 times side gives us the perimeter, students. So the perimeter of the square comes as 20 meters by applying the formula, and you count 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, and 15 plus 5 also gives us 20 meters. I hope this is clear to everybody. Now we move to the shape rectangle. In a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal. If I take this as the length, then this side will be equal to this side, and this as the breadth, then this side will be equal to this side. And let's assume that the length is 6 centimeter and breadth is, let's say, 4 centimeter, everybody. So, without knowing the formula, how would you find the perimeter? Perimeter in this case would actually be, perimeter is equal to sum of all the sides. So, we'll start adding. This is 6, so the opposite one will also be 6. This is 4, so this will also be 4 centimeters. So, let's write 6 centimeter plus 4 centimeter plus 6 centimeter plus 4 centimeter, isn't it? And what do we see? 2 times I am adding 6. So can I write 2 times 6 centimeter? And 2 times I am adding 4 centimeters. So can I write 2 times 4 centimeter? And times means what? Multiply. 2 multiplied by 6 centimeter plus 2 multiplied by 4 centimeter. And what do I observe? That both 6 and 4 are being multiplied by the same number, that is 2. So shall I take this 2 common? I write 2 times, and in bracket I write 6 centimeter plus 4 centimeter, everybody. And what is this, my dear children? 2 multiplied by sum of 6 centimeter is what? It is the length. And 4 centimeter is what? It is the breadth. So can I write 2 times sum of length plus breadth would give us the perimeter. Let's check whether we derived the right formula or not. We'll add to find the perimeter. That means the sum of all the sides. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20 centimeter. And if I check here, 6 plus 4 is 10 centimeter, and 10 into 2 will give you, 2 into 10 centimeter gives you what? 20 centimeter. So this is how the formula of finding the perimeter of a rectangle originated. See, every child has this curiosity to know that how do we get these formulae. So that is why, to satisfy this curiosity of yours, I wanted to make a video on the derivation of formulae. That's it for today, my dear children. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.